What can I monetize? This is perhaps one of the biggest questions on your mind right now. You want to monetize your knowledge, you are excited about the possibilities about monetizing your knowledge, but the problem is there's this tiny voice in your head that is telling you you are not good enough and all of that. So all of this boils down to, what can I monetize? In this video, I'm going to be helping three categories of people. The first, I would call them the unsure. I'll call the first category those people that don't unaware. Let me call the first category the unaware. Like, you are not aware of the value you have. You think you feel you don't have anything to bring to the marketplace. You don't have anything that somebody will pay for. I want to call the next category of people I want to help today the multi-talented. Multi-talented. You are good at many things, and that leads to confusion. Like, I am good at A, I'm good at B, C, D, and E. I don't know what to monetize. I got you. The third category of people I want to help today, I want to call them the unsure. You have an idea, right? But you feel you are not sure if this idea, if people will pay you for it, if people are going to buy it. So these three category of persons, if you fall into any of them, you are in luck today, because I'm going to be helping you. I'm going to show you my 3-step framework that will help you go from unaware to a perfect idea. Are you ready? Let's go. So the step number 1 to getting or coming up with a perfect idea, because the truth is, every business empire you see today started from what? An idea. So it's very important that you take time. Like, in fact, if you get this stage wrong, chances are you are going to run into problems with your content. You are going to run into problem with your messaging. You are going to run into problem with your offer, because the ideation stage was a flop for you, right? So this stage is very important, and that is why I'm devoting one full video to helping you pinpoint the perfect idea to monetize, right? So step number 1 to getting the perfect idea to monetize is to list out everything. Let me just list out the step that we are going to be using. Step number 1 is list. Step number 2 is filter. And step number 3 is pinpoints. Now, most people just believe they don't have what to monetize, but it will shock you when we go through step 1 right now. It will shock you the amount of monetizable idea that you are sitting on. Most people are sitting on gold mines right now. You have this idea that could actually be translated into a 7-figure business, a 6-figure business, but you don't know, right? You feel like, are you sure somebody will pay me for this? Just come with me, guys. Step number 1, list. Now, the list stage is where you want to write all your skills and competencies, everything you know you are good at. This is the stage you want to write out everything. Now, the problem is, some people will still feel like, okay, but I don't even know where to start. Where do I start? How do I start generating all the ideas and start writing out everything I am good at? I'm going to help you. For you to get the step 1 correctly, you are going to use a framework I called the 3P framework, right? I'm going to use the 3P. Now, under the 3P, this is how I want you to think right now. You are thinking in terms of your pain. Number 2, passion. And number 3, you are thinking of profession. Is profession 2F? Okay, whatever. All right. Okay, so I think profession is 1F, right? So you're going to think in three dimension. You think about pain, passion, and profession. You might be thinking, okay, what do I have to think about pain? Now, while in Lagos State, I have one of my pastor's wife. After she gave birth, she became obese. She became really fat. Like, she became so fat that she wasn't proud of her shape, right? I'm sure some people body shamed her, right? Now, what did she do? For some reason, she was able to lose all those weight weight and went back to a very fine shaped woman, like, right? Now what she's doing right now is she's now helping other women who are obese to get in shape. Can you see that? That is somebody who translated her pain into, let me use the word gain. So if you currently have going through some challenges or something, you can easily convert those challenges, those struggles, into a business. But first, you would have been able to achieve results for yourself, right? Then you can go ahead and sell other people on that result, because there are a lot of persons that want to be like you. Do you understand me? If you have once lost weight, or if you are too slim and you now gain weight and look very fine, there are people that are slim that are not proud of themselves, that want to gain a moderate weight and just be fine. Those are the people that are going to pay you for your knowledge. Do you understand? All right, so let me go through this once again. Now, under the pain, you are thinking about what struggles have you overcome that others need help with. That is what you want to think right now. What struggles have you overcome that others need help with? For this exercise, you need to have a pen and a notebook, because you are going to be writing. So if you just sit down and think, okay, what pain or struggles have I overcome that others need help with? Is it weight loss? Is it weight gain? Is it relationship issue? Is it getting a job? Is it what? Right? If you're able to you just believe as they're coming into your mind, guys, this is the trick. Don't vet them. Just keep writing. Now, if you are looking at the passion angle, you want to ask yourself these questions. What do you love doing that can be turned into a business? Do you love making hairs? Do you love knitting? What do you love doing that can be turned into a business? Under the profession part, you want to ask yourself, what specialized knowledge or skill do you have right now that can be monetized? I know you can still be struggling to come up, but don't worry, I'm going to give you at least three questions in each category that will help you right now. All right, guys, right now, grab a piece of paper, not a piece of paper, grab a notepad and a pen for this exercise. Are you ready? Let's go. For now, I want us to look at let's start with the pen part of it, right? These are the pathways to coming up with profitable ideas. These 3 P's, all right? Like my unique pathways to helping anybody. I've used this framework with a lot of success with clients, right? I'm giving it to you for free right now. So if, in case you are new to this channel, please hit the subscribe button, because you are going to be getting raw value like this from time to time. Now let's look at the pen. I'm going to ask you 3 questions and I want you to answer them. Think about all the challenges you faced in life, because many successful businesses are born from helping others overcome the same struggles, right? Many successful businesses are born from helping others overcome the same struggles. So 3 questions right now. Write this. Number 1, what personal struggles have I successfully navigated? Now this time I'm talking about you. What personal struggles have you successfully navigated? Write that down. Number 2, what problems have I solved for myself that others still face? Probably you are a new mom and you happen to have a child that this child will sleep during the day, but at night it's as if this child wants to fly. This child will not want to sleep. And that could be very frustrating, because you, as the breastfeeding mom, you want to sleep. But you were able to discover how to get this child to sleep at night. There are a lot of moms out there, new moms especially, that will pay you for a knowledge like that. So you want to ask yourself, what problems have I solved for myself that others still face? Question number 3, what lessons did I learn from overcoming these difficulties? As the idea pops into your mind, write them down. As it pops into your mind, write it down. Now, under the next one, the passion pathway, I want you to go through these 3 questions. What do I love doing, even if I don't get paid for it? What do you love doing right now, even if you don't get paid for it? Right? All the things you love doing, even if you don't get paid to it. You like playing bass guitar in the church, you like singing in church, you like whatever. that comes to your mind that you like doing even if you don't get paid for it. Question number 2, what hobbies or interests have you been obsessed with for years? What hobbies or interests have you been obsessed with for years? Write down everything that comes to your mind. And question number 3, what do people compliment you on or ask for your advice about? That could be a pointer to something. People look at you and say, man, I like the way you solve you help people solve relationship problems. I like the way you help kids that are timid. I like the way you just bring out the giant in it. Those are pointers. And those knowledge that you can monetize all of that. Because if you can solve this problem for one person, I bet there are at least 10,000 children or 10,000 people that are currently going through that same thing. And that's a market for you. Imagine you could have a product priced at 100,000 and you have 10,000 people who are raising their hands and they say they want your solution. Can you imagine how lucrative that could be? So what do people compliment you on or ask for your advice about? Write out everything that comes to your mind. People compliment you that, oh, you have great fashion sense, like your sense for color combination. They complain. I hope you get what I'm saying. Write down everything that comes to your mind. Then the last part here, the profession pathway. I want to now the 3 questions under the profession pathway. What skills have I mastered that others struggle with? You have mastered Adobe Photoshop, you have mastered Canva, you have mastered Facebook art, you have mastered YouTube art, you have mastered Instagram art, you have mastered anything you have mastered, any skill you have mastered that others still struggle with. Probably you are a working class and there is this software or application that you guys use to do bookkeeping or accounting and you have mastered it. Do you know that if you create a program, a training that teaches people how to use that application, that people are going to pay for it? Sure, they will. Question number 2 under the profession. What expertise do you have that people already pay for in some form? What expertise do you have right now that people currently pay for in some form? Maybe in form of books, podcasts, classes, training. What is that expertise that you have right now that you always see some people that you think you are better than coming up with a course or a program or something about and people are paying for it? Think. Right now you need to brainstorm. This is a brainstorming section. Write it down. Question number 3. What knowledge have you gained through work, training, or self-education? What knowledge have you gained through work, training, or self-education? Probably you went on YouTube and did a couple of research and mastered something and learned something. And you see a couple of persons still struggling with that. That is a pointer to a monetizable idea. So you want to think through your pains, your passion, and what your profession. But for some of you, you might say, okay, I don't have any pain. I have not struggled with anything before. No problem. Look at your passion or look at your profession. With all of this, you are going to come up with a sizable number of monetizable ideas. So for the first set of persons that I've said I'm going to help here, can you see that I've just helped you to be aware that you have a monetizable idea? Can you see that? I've just shown you that with the 3P framework, you can sit down and generate a couple of monetizable ideas. So I want to go to the next stage now, which is the filter stage. Now, if you go through this exercise diligently, chances are you have between 5 to 7 ideas or more. Or let's say between 3 to 7 ideas. Because within the things you have struggled with, you might see 1 or 2. Looking at your passion, you might see 2 or 3 or 1 or 2. Looking at your profession, if you are a business person or you are an employee or you whatever, you could see 1, 2, 3. If you put all of them together, you can right now you might have 7. And now there's the next problem. Okay, so I have 7 ideas right now, and I am confused. I think I'm good at this, good at this, good at that. So I'm confused right now. I don't know which of these ideas that I just wrote down my paper to go for or to focus on. I understand. And that is why we have step number 2. I think I should write steps so that you guys You guys understand. That's steps, right? So we are done with step one. Like I said, to get step one, very well, you have to look at what the 3 P's, which are pain, passion, and profession. Now, step two, the filter stage. To get step two very well, to go over step two and get a good result, you have to use another 3 sets of criteria to filter your ideas. Criteria number 1 is something you are passionate about. Criteria number 2 is something you are very good at. This has to do with expertise, right? Expertise. And criteria number 3 is something that people want. Let me call it market demand. Because for you to make money with your knowledge, you have to focus on the idea that you have that people are willing to pay for, right? It's very important. If you come up with an idea that is only you that likes it and nobody wants it, it's an hobby, because nobody will pay you for that, right? Market demand. Sorry. Yes, we have market demand there. So you are passionate about something you are very good at and something the market wants. Now, so this is what we are going to do right now. I'm going to draw a chart on the board right now, and I'm going to just guide you on how to go about this process. So permit me to erase this part. I'm going to erase this part and draw a simple chart that's going to guide you. Now, this is what I want you to do. Draw a table like this, right? A table like this. Because you are going to be rating these ideas. Put a line across this table like this. And over here, you want to list out all the ideas you were able to generate. All the ideas you have. Idea number 1, idea number 2, idea number 3, 4, 5, and as many as you generated in the first part. As many that you generated in the first part. Right? The next thing you want to do now is to look at all the ideas through the lenses of something you are passionate about. Let me use letter P for that, right? Your expertise, something you are good at, and something that the people will pay for. That's just from an acronym, PEM, PEM. You just form an acronym for that, PEM, PEM, right? So, if you go through this, let's say while you went through step number 1, you came up with something like just give me some random ideas. Something like let's say fashion. What else? Music. You came up. You are passionate about music. Swimming. You can swim. Okay. Dancing. You can dance. Okay. Teaching. And teaching. Okay. Teaching is broad. You have to narrow down to what you're teaching, right? Okay. But let's just look at this, and let's say there's a number 6th one that is like digital marketing. Let me just have a digital marketing here. So you want to go through all of this and rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10. Scale 1 to 10, right? You look at fashion and ask yourself, am I really passionate? What's the level of my passion when it has to do with what? Fashion. You can say, okay, help me. Let me have a live audio. Okay, please put on your microphone. Let's do this live. So that we can have a real simulated stuff on the board right now for our viewers. So guys, follow me. I'm going to show you what to do and how to do it right now. So you have written down all your ideas on this part, and these are the criteria you want to use to filter them. And don't forget, the scale is you are using scale 1 to 10. You're writing your idea. 1 being the highest and 10 and 1. Sorry, 10 being the highest and 1 being the lowest.
Okay.
So let's go. Fashion. How passionate are you about fashion right now?
I would say maybe 7.
7. You're passionate about fashion. 7. Okay. Looking at your expertise, do you think you are very good with fashion? Like, can now let's narrow down this fashion to somebody that's a tailor or a seamstress. Okay, for a seamstress now, if you're a seamstress, do you think your passion for sewing, making dresses is up to 7? Let's leave it at 7. Do you think your expertise, as compared to like how good you are, do you think?
Nope, it's not up to 7.
Okay, this one is not up to 7, right?
No, I mean the expertise.
Okay, the expertise should be what?
Maybe 3.
Okay, let's go with 3. The market demand. What people are willing to pay for. How would you? This is just a guesswork, guys. Don't worry. There's a part where we'll actually know for real. So, looking at the guesswork now, for example, what do you think? Do you think with your passion skill, there are a lot of customers waiting for you out there already? You can make a lot of money from it?
I think fashion is something, will I say, it's a skill or it's something that's highly sought for.
Okay.
Both male, female, children. I
Okay.
mean, everybody at some point needs what to wear.
Okay.
So I think I'll leave that at 8.
Okay. Yeah, because the basic needs of man, fashion is one of it.
Yeah.
Clothing, shelter, and food, right?
Yeah.
I think so. Now, look, let's go to music now. How passionate are you about music?
Very passionate. I would say maybe 6.
Very passionate. You say 6. How good are you in terms of, do you think you can create a course, a program, or a services that helps other people musically?
I think I would just leave that at 4.
At 4, okay.
Yeah.
Now, market demand. Do you think people are willing to pay you to teach them this thing you know about music? Do you think people are willing to pay you to teach them? So let's judge the level of what you think. All right.
I'll leave that at 6 also.
You leave this at 6. Now let's look at swimming. Now you love swimming. You know, nowadays it's like a trend. Everybody wants to swim. All right. So your passion. What do you think? How passionate are you when it has to do with swimming?
Very passionate. So I'll leave that at 10.
At 10. Okay, great. Your expertise. What do you think? Your level of expertise when it comes to swimming?
9.
Okay, 9. Yeah. Then, what do we have here? The market demand. Do you think people are willing to pay you?
Yeah, I think so. 9.
Are you sure? 9. Don't just give value to this thing, no. You have to tell yourself the truth. Okay, let me ask you now. Do you know any swimming coach within your neighborhood right now that is making money? If the answer is no, then your rating should be low.
Within my neighborhood, no, but at least online, people are like, I'm seeing people.
Online, have you seen anybody created a course, a class, or something for swimming? That is what this market demand is all about. It's not just what you think. It's not just giving values to these things, guys. You have to look at it and ask yourself, have I seen somebody that is doing this thing, that is executing this idea right now, that is making money? If the answer is yes, I've seen a lot of people, then you give a very high rating here. So what is your rating now?
Maybe 5.
Okay, so let's do 5. Now, dancing. How passionate are you about dancing?
Very passionate.
So what's the number there?
9.
9. Do you have a TikTok account? Then you're not passionate enough. Then you're not passionate enough. So I don't think 9 is correct. But I'll leave it to you because I want to show you, I want to teach the live audience something in real time. Now, expertise. Do you think you can train others on how to dance like a pro?
No, I'm just passionate.
So what's the number here?
Number there should be 2.
Okay. Now, for market demand, do you think you have seen people who are teaching people how to dance and are making it in life? They're making so much money by teaching people how to dance. If you look at Facebook, have you ever seen an ad on Facebook or Instagram or YouTube where somebody says, we're going to teach you how to dance, pay me this? Have you seen? Because I have not seen, actually.
I would not say I've seen, but I've seen people making it by dancing themselves.
No. When you talk about monetizing your knowledge, it doesn't have to do with you yourself. It's talking about a knowledge you can transfer.
Okay.
Do you understand me? That's nice. Yeah, you can make money dancing by yourself by getting your channels monetized and all of that. But if you are not able to transfer that knowledge, you are going to be limited. So I'm talking about transferable skill, because it is when you can transfer it to others. That's when you'll be paid for it. So the market demand based on that should be like how many?
Maybe 2 also.
All right. So guys, this doesn't have to be perfect. That's why we have stage 3 that says pinpoint. You just want to be true to yourself, right? Give reasonable numbers to this thing, and I'll tell you what to happen in step number 3. So we have teaching here. This teaching here, what are we even looking at? Like you are a passionate teacher, or you teach public speaking or something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe we should change it to public speaking. Public speaking, yeah, I think public speaking is something somebody can relate with easily. All right, so public speaking, how passionate about you when about speaking, when you are asked to speak on stage, are you excited about it? Like you love speaking, love talking to the crowd? How passionate about are you?
5.
Okay, looking at your expertise, do you think you are a professional? Like you are so good when you climb the stage like this, you mesmerize, like people cannot help but to start, So what do you think your expertise level is? What?
Well, my expertise level, if I'm prepared, it's not impromptu.
Impromptu, okay.
I'd say maybe 8.
Okay, if you are prepared and it's not impromptu, it can be 8.
Yeah.
Now, when it comes to the marketing part, the market demand, have you seen people create programs teaching public speaking, teaching others how to speak?
Yeah.
So that means there's a market for that.
Yeah.
So what can we give that one?
Maybe 8 also.
Okay, I think I'll give that a 10.
Okay.
I'll give that a 10. Now, the last one here, we have digital marketing, right? So you want to, how passionate are you about anything that has to do with online, like online related activities, Facebook ads, Instagram ads, making money online, knowledge monetization, creating the courses, and all of that, right? Because I don't want to narrow this down to just Facebook ads. Okay, let's look at digital marketing as Facebook ads, like Facebook ads. Let's just leave it at that, so that it should be easy to put numbers to it. How passionate are you about this?
Very passionate.
So which number?
10.
10. Your expertise level?
Expertise level.
Meaning how good are you, right?
At running the ads.
At running ads, and yes, at running ads, because you want to look at the amount of value you can give to others, and that is directly proportional to how good you are on the topic.
6.
So expertise level, you want to give it 6, and market demand
10.
I'll give it awesome 10. So once you have all of this ready, guys, this is what you want to do. Under this part here, you want to have total. You want to have total, right? An Englishman will say total. All right, so what do we have here, guys? Let's have the total. 7 plus 3 plus 8, that's 18. 6 plus 4 plus 6, that is 16. That means fashion, we got 18, music 16. 10 plus 9 plus 5, that is 24. 9 plus 2 plus 2, that is what?
13.
13. Yes, that's 13. 5 plus 8 plus 10, that will be 23.
23.
Now, digital marketing, 10 plus 6 plus 6, that is what?
26.
26. Now, this will now take us to the final step to pinpoint the perfect idea. Now, for the final stage, you want to extract your top 3 ideas. Right now, we can see the winners. The winners, okay, let me rank them. This is first position. Now, I've been a teacher before. This is first position. This is second. This is third. This is fourth. This is fifth. And here we have the 6th. So now you want to pick your top 3 ideas. Right now, what we have on the board, the top 3 ideas for this experiment, right? We have digital marketing as first. Second is
swimming.
So let me write it: digital marketing. Digital marketing. Second is what?
Swimming.
Swimming. And the third is
public speaking.
Public speaking. Now, from our live audience right now, we have our top 3 ideas are digital marketing, swimming, and public speaking. Now, this is fantastic. So this is where most people get stuck, like those people that are multi-talented. Remember I told you when I started that I'm helping three categories of people.
Yeah.
Those who are unaware, those who are confused, and those who are unsure. The unaware are those people that say, I don't think I have anything that can be monetized. The second category, the confused, are people that have three strong ideas in their brain competing. I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. Which one should I do? Why the third category is somebody that says, I can do digital marketing, but am I really sure people will pay me, right? So right now we want to help the confused, the person that is multi-talented, that is multi-passionate, that is good at many things. There's a saying that says jack of all trade. Yeah, but this case we're not talking about jack of all trade. We're talking about somebody that is actually good at many things, right? Multi-talented. That's what we call them. So this, what we have here shows that you might be multi-talented. So what do you do to choose the best? Because you have been able to come up with top 3 ideas. So I'm going to give you a magic prompt right now. Guys, are you excited?
Yeah.
I'm going to give you a magic prompt that's going to help you pinpoint the best. Now, before now, if you want to do markets, if you want to start a business, you have to go and do what they call market survey, where you go and check the streets, the location, or the geographical region where you want to start your business to see if you are going to have customers, if people are buying this, if you are that. But gone are those days, because right now AI can do the job for you. God bless the people that created AI. Now, AI has so much data that it can tell you more. It gets to even know more about your country than you do. It is so smart that it can give you data that it's 10 years you can't get those data by yourself. If you have to do manual market survey by yourself for 10 solid years, you will not be able to get those data by yourself. So let's look at a magic prompt that's going to help you filter and pinpoint the best idea to monetize. Guys, are you even ready for this?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, this is what you're going to do. You are going to go to my favorite AI tool, ChatGPT, and put in this prompt. I'm going to read it out here, but in the future, I'm going to have a downloadable document where you just go and download the prompt and use for yourself. You say, listen, this is the prompt, guys. I have a list of potential ideas for monetization. Then you put the idea, for example, digital marketing, swimming, and public speaking. Please evaluate them based on market demand, profitability potential, and personal fit. Rank them from the most to the least viable, and provide suggestions on how to improve or validate one. I don't know if you guys get it.
No, please take it again.
I'm going to take it again. I have a list of potential ideas for monetization. Then you write out all the top 3 ideas that you've got. Now you tell the ChatGPT, please evaluate them based on market demand, profitability, and personal fit. Rank them from the most to the least viable, and provide suggestions on how to improve or validate each one. If you put that prompt into the AI, the answer will, in split seconds, you are going to get all of these ideas ranked. The last time I tried something like this, digital marketing ranked as number 1. Digital marketing did what? Ranked as number 1. Therefore, it was just easy. So if you are multi-talented, you already know that the areas that you are strong with, you don't need to go through number 1. Number 1 step here is for the people who are unsure. They just think they don't have anything to offer. Go to straight to step 1, which is the list method, and use the 3P framework to come up with all the ideas. But if your problem is you are multi-talented, go straight to step 2. All right, but you can still do step 1 for fun. Go straight to step 2 and use this filter, what you are passionate about, what you are, what's your expertise, how good you are with the thing and the market demand, and filter it to top 3, then take it to step 3. So if you are multi-talented, you have to look at step 2 and 3. Step 3 is where you now use the power of AI to filter everything, and you come up with your first position. Like I said, when I did it, digital marketing won. I don't know what will win in your case, but you just need to follow the AI. You can follow the prompt. You can pause this video. You can pause the video and use that prompt to help you pinpoint. The goal of step 3 is to help you point, like, bah, this is the winner. Do you get it?
Yeah.
Because you can have the first 3 like this, first, second, and third, but the truth is that one of them might be more profitable. So the prompt will help ChatGPT do its job by showing you the one you should go for. Now, when ChatGPT does its job and says, okay, digital marketing is the best, you want to still tell yourself the truth. Am I really very good at digital marketing? Because people pay for value, right? People pay for value. So you want to go with the one that you are very, very, very good at. And that will be the knowledge you want to focus on, to build a knowledge empire around, to create courses, trainings, program, masterclasses, mastermind, membership programs, and all of those stuff we'll be talking about in subsequent videos. I hope you got value, guys. This is how to pinpoint or how to come up with the best idea to monetize. In my subsequent video, I'm going to be helping those people that are unsure. You already have this idea, probably you have started monetizing your knowledge, but because of how it's going, you are just feeling like, I'm not sure I'm doing the right thing. I'm not sure, maybe I'm not just doing the right thing. Maybe there are people that will pay me for, I'm not just sure about this idea. Like, your concern is you want to be sure if this idea that you have will fly or flop. In the next video, I'm going to be showing you, teaching you how to validate your idea. Any question? Let's take a live question here before we call it a day.
Okay, first of all, I want to say thank you so much for this class.
You're welcome.
Because I could remember when I started, the first thing I did was just to go for what I was passionate about. I didn't even do any other thing like market demand. Like, if people would truly pay for this my skill that I'm passionate about, that I know how to do. So I rushed out there and I took my diction stuff online, and I started creating content, giving value. And when it was time for people to pay me for my passion, I noticed that a lot of people did not want it. Not like they did not want it, they just loved it, but they didn't love it to an extent of paying for it.
I understand.
Something like that. So I want to know, because I don't want to do trial by error, and since I've been fortunate to be in this class, I want to know, is there still a chance that I could do all of this and still end up with something that is not profitable? Because I don't want to go back to the past. I just want to make sure that that one thing that I'm going to pinpoint after going through all these steps of listing, filtering, and pinpoint, I just want to make sure that that one idea that I'm going to pinpoint, that it's profitable.
Okay, that's a nice idea, a nice question. You started up with an idea, and the problem was that people were not paying for it. Okay, so if you look at what we said here, we said market demand. Are people willing to pay for that thing? Now there's a sub question you need to ask here. Are people willing and able to pay for that thing you are doing? Now, you might have people who are very interested in learning diction, but for some reasons they don't have the financial capability to pay.
Okay.
If that happens, you see that you're going to be struggling to get people to pay you for your knowledge. Another suggestion I can give when it has to do with something, your problem might be geographical. You can see that if you take that same diction, that English diction training, to a place like Togo, Cotonou, or one other Africa country that are looking forward to learning English language, you can see that they can pay for such a training because they want to learn how to speak English.
Okay. Okay.
But for English speaking country, I'm sure you did that in Nigeria, right?
Yeah.
For English speaking country like Nigeria, people still look at why should I pay to learn English? I mean, I don't
A
need to
lot of
speak
people were
it.
like, how is English going to put food on my table?
Okay, people were like, how would they English put food on their table? I understand. So you might look at your targeting, like, are the people you are targeting, are they willing and able to pay? If the answer is they are willing but they are not able to pay, you will not make sell. If they are able to pay but are not willing to pay, you will not make sell. And if the people in your geographical region don't treasure that skill, you still not make sell. So in that case, you have to export your knowledge. These are some of the things I'm going to be teaching on this YouTube channel, how to export your knowledge. You can be in Nigeria, for example, and export your knowledge to other African countries or other Franklophone. How do they call that stuff?
Francophone.
Francophone countries, so that those people that are really dying, are really in pain, I want to learn how to speak English, those people will pay you. I don't know if I've answered your question.
Yeah.
All right, so you just want to check all of that while you are trying to pinpoint so you don't go wrong. You don't go wrong. In the next video, we are going to be looking at how to validate your idea. Like, you validate it. Now, if you have gone through this step already and you have used the prompt for ChatGPT, your idea is already validated. Now that's the next video. I'm looking at those people who have already started, but they just want to check if that idea, if they are doing the right thing, or those people who are at the edge of starting, they already have this idea and they want to check if the idea will fly or it will flop. That is what I'll be talking about in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe, guys, and share this video so that your colleagues, your friends, your family, even your enemies, they should see it. Because if you don't help them, they'll come and be asking you for urgent 2K and 5K. So help that ministry. I'll see you guys in the next video.